Hey guys, I've calmed down a bit. I'm now ready to make a more coherent video about the goings-on in my life here. John Green, obviously. Um, I spent an entire week in January 2008 watching 200-something YouTube videos. That's a lot of YouTube videos for one week. But I had a lot of catching up to do because on January 1st, 2007, these two brothers, John and Hank Green, decided to start a video project. They were going to give up all types of textual communication, which means no emails, no texting, no letters, and we're going to communicate solely through video blogs. And that idea spawned Brotherhood 2.0, which is the video project that lies at youtube.com/vlogbrothers. And every day in 2007, except for weekends and major holidays, John and Hank would make a video, like Monday John, Tuesday Hank, Wednesday John, etc. throughout the year. And this project spawned an entire community of people called Nerdfighters. And the people who watch these videos and take part in these activities are, the Nerdfighter community. And they do all kinds of charity work. The entire nerd fighting community is pretty amazing because it's just a group of people who are incredibly proud to be nerds. And I am incredibly honored to call myself one of those people. And it's all about celebrating who you are, and it doesn't really matter if your great obsession in life is Harry Potter or if your great obsession in life is Star Trek. It really doesn't matter because that's who we are. And that is why I love this community so much, because it's just all about celebrating who you are and your nerdiness, and that's really awesome, I think. When the official Brotherhood 2.0 project ended on December 31st, 2007, the video blogging kept going, and it still is going throughout all of 2008 and all of 2009. Obviously, highly recommend these videos because they are hilarious. Just these two guys, John and Hank, are just so funny. John is obviously a writer, that's his profession, and Hank is he runs a website called ecogeek.org, and he's big into the environmental technology kind of aspect, and it's really cool. So I am actually going to link to a couple videos in the sidebar, just kind of classic Brotherhood 2.0. Vlogbrothers got really big on July 20th, 2007, I think, which is obviously a big day that Amanda knows all about because it's the day before Deathly Hallows. But it's also the day that Hank's video was this song called Asio Deathly Hallows, and it got featured on the front page of YouTube, and it's been viewed over 1 million times. And it is what kind of propelled John and Hank to YouTube stardom. So that's over there, just the first YouTube video, Vlogbrothers video ever I'm linking to, and just a couple really funny John videos just to get you introduced to John, as well as his blog and the Nerdfighters official website. So, yes, introduction to Vlogbrothers. We love John so much because he's the author of a couple books here. His first book is called Looking for Alaska. It is about this guy, and he goes to boarding school, and he meets this girl named Alaska. And it is all about, their crazy experiences, and it's really funny. And the last 2 pages kind of changed my life. Because John's books are all really funny, but they end in this incredibly, thoughtful, metaphorical way that you have to, think about, and it's really awesome. Second book is called An Abundance of Catherines, and it is literally the funniest book I've ever read in my entire life. Me reading it was pretty much laying in bed, laughing hysterically by myself, which is incredibly lame, but funny book. It's about this guy named Colin who only dates girls named Catherine, and he eventually goes on this road trip that, changes his life and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. His third book is called Paper Towns. It actually just came out about a year ago, and the paperback just was released like a week ago. Paper Towns is very good. It's about this guy named Q, his adventures with this girl named Margot, and it's about seeing people, viewing people complexly and all that kind of stuff. Another John book is called Let It Snow. It's 3 separate stories by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. If you're looking for a good book, check out Maureen Johnson. She's an excellent author. And it's 3 separate stories, but they all connect. And it's an excellent book to read around Christmas time because it's adorable. So, let us know. John is currently writing the screenplay to Paper Towns. It might possibly be a movie. I think this is the one that was bought by the people who made Juno. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully it'll be a good movie. His next book comes out April 6th, 2010, and he wrote it with David Levithan, who is one of the co-authors of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, which is one of my favorite books. It's excellent. If you liked the movie, the book is 10 times better. So, I highly recommend that. But it's called Will Grayson, and I am super, super excited because it's obviously new John Green. What could be better than that? He's also writing another book, like, just by him. But, I mean, we don't know too much about that because it's in the very preliminary stages. So, yeah, that is my little John Green spiel, introduction to him, and kind of why I'm so excited, because I am a nerd. You know that. I call myself a nerd. I'm very proud of it, and it's partly because of him and his brother Hank, and what they've done for YouTube and what they've done for the Harry Potter community. They're both really involved in Potter. They were at LeakyCon in May. He writes young adult books. He writes for teenagers, but he isn't assuming that his audience is dumb, that he writes for teenagers, but he writes intelligently for teenagers. He writes for intelligent teenagers. And that's really awesome because that's kind of something I would like to be involved in with my English degree that I'm getting over here at U of I, young adult literature, because I think it's just a lot better than a lot of the adult books out there. It's just more fun to read. So all of you need to read his books. They're just good, and they're really funny, and he's just a really funny guy in general, just if you watch his YouTube videos. So please check out the links in the sidebar. Yeah. John, I'm really excited to finally meet you because he's from Chicago, and he's been to Chicago multiple times, and I've like had cheerleading or something, and I've never met him, and it's really terrible, and I'm really hoping to reverse that chain of events. So there's a lot more interesting things going on in the nerd fighting community than what I've mentioned. If you want to know more about John or about Vlogbrothers or about YouTube or about Harry Potter, I love to talk about my obsessions. So I would love to talk to you guys about it. If you want me to recommend videos or talk about books, I'm always here. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.